Ow, I just took a hit. It's okay.
Ow.
It just got some of my plastic. I'm trying to find that really good junkyard that I had found that had a whole lot of stuff on the ground.
I haven't really bothered to look, but has anybody suggested names for the SV? I mean, like CV?
Not that I've seen in my videos.
If we had a commercial sponsor, we could they could pay us to name it like some company like GoDaddy or whatever. Actually, GoDaddy is kind of outmoded. Maybe have to be Squarespace.
Yeah. There's a. I don't see any CPU junk in here, unfortunately.
What are you looking at? A SV or CV?
No, I'm looking at the junkyard here being shot at.
Oh, you should have took my ship.
I'm wondering if, this thing has like 7 turrets. I did make it so that it's a rare find. I'm just wondering if... I'm wondering if they even spawned in. I know they spawn in on the starter planet when, like, if we were to restart, there would be some on the starter planet far away because I've checked those. I don't think I checked the ones on the moon. Other planets ought to have them, though.
Okay, so I have the advanced constructor. Did you turn it off?
Say what?
It's pretty slow at building stuff. There's a lot of stuff queued, but it's not doing anything.
Is the power on?
Yeah, everything's on. It's just like it doesn't seem to be. There's no progress. You know, that little clock swipe is not moving.
It's probably making up the pieces at the bottom. You just can't see it. If you get out and get back in, you should be able to see what it's doing.
Yeah, I've already been in and out like 4 or 5 times already. I just don't see.
Is it turned on?
It's on, yeah.
I mean, because I know that the CPU percentage affects its. Here's the DSE.
So, because I had it set up to, you had a bunch of blocks being made, and
yeah,
and I had started it to make the grab gen, but since that's taking a while, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the grab gen from the CV and put it into base. If I can remember how to get in now, because since I sealed everything, I don't know how to get back into the base. Hangar door locked. Dang it. Oh, I can still open
it. Here's a large crater with literally nothing but turrets in it. I'm definitely going to have to modify the spawn things of the moons.
Alright, we have gravity.
Yay!
On the base.
There's a crashed Sentinel front.
Oh, front? Okay.
Yeah. I'm disappointed. I don't think any of my CPU junk spawned in on the moon like it was supposed to. My ship has a whole bunch of holes in it, but it hasn't actually lost any devices.
It's blessed.
All right, I'm heading back into space, back up to the station.
So if I remember correctly, if I put the ventilators in that one section, I'll fill oxygen everywhere, right?
Yeah, if the base is completely sealed, yes.
Okay, well it's not, but I'm just checking to see where the holes are.
Do you have the airtight mode link?
I got airtight blocks debug mode, just looking for where,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
but I'm inside now, looking around. Oh, here we go. Here's.
Because once we get oxygen in the entire station, we can actually just go around and start setting up the base. You know, even if there are still some holes that are sealed.
I found a big hole here.
We might want to just seal off the command center, because that's where your biggest hole is going to be.
Yeah, I just need more glass for that.
I would just throw a block in the middle of the elevator, because there's literally nothing up there. You know, take out one of the elevator blocks and just seal it up. I think what I might end up doing with this, if we continue doing this, once we've got the ship made bigger and everything, is I might put a, change the cargo bay of the station. Instead of having the hangar bay and stuff there, have it have a docking port that would match up to a docking port on our ship, that we can just connect up to that and just
walk through.
You know,
yeah.
All right, all these blocks are done being made up on the advanced constructor.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's on my end. It didn't look like it was doing anything.
It's got a. Actually, no. They are.
Is the gravity gen done?
No, hold on. I forgot. There. It's B. Oh, I know why. Because the cargo box it was going into was full. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
So I changed it. I just went on and put it onto the next cargo box. I wish that you could link a capital vessel's constructor to output on a cargo box on a nearby base, that if both have Wi-Fi, so that you can build on one ship and output on a base or another capital vessel or.
Yeah, they might input some sort of like ship to base, base to ship, or ship to ship kind of logistics. What I'd like to see is the ability to like have a constructor go directly into either an O2 tank or a fuel tank after you built the fuel or whatever.
Yes. In fact, I want them to make a specific device that is like, this is a fuel processor, and it'll process the fuel and go directly into the fuel tank, and or oxygen station if you have an oxygen processor or whatever. And but like it can only make fuel or oxygen, And I mean, even if it's one device that's smart and puts it into whichever one you need, but if you try to make more than the tanks can hold, it just freezes like a regular constructor does. That way you could tell it to build a whole bunch of stuff, and then once your thing is full, it's full, but once it starts using up enough that you can, you know, put more in there, it will then start making more and continually fill your stuff.
When I heard they were adding logistics, I thought they were going to do something like what's that one game, Factorio? The Factorio? Where it'll automatically sort, and it'll have like, or maybe more like Minecraft, where you can build sorting devices. It'll sort everything out for you in all the containers that you want to put it into. I
know that with
Arc has that.
With Satisfactory,
yeah, that
you can
too.
do that.
Yeah.
Arc doesn't have that. No, Arc you have to manually do everything. There is a sort button inside the containers, which Empyrion will be getting in Alpha 12, but. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's making all this. I guess I can click the cancel on that generator because you said we had gravity. So
well, no, the CV doesn't have gravity because I pulled it from the CV.
Oh well, yeah,
so
that's
we're
fine.
gonna need one.
That's fine. That's true. That's true.
Well, we can still wait on it. It's not urgent.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell it to start. Actually, I can't. I don't know it. So you're gonna have to tell it to start making another one.
Here, we'll do it from here. Yeah, I can. Oh, there's loot in the containers.
Of the base, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Ooh, I got a multi-boost.
Yeah, I already have all the multi-boosts I need for this thing. All right. I need to continue working on my thing, so let's...
We should have torn down that POI a while ago. Repairing this base would have been a lot simpler. Because we'd have all the resources.
I know. Okay, I am making a blocks only container in here.
Okay, maybe you can make a blocks only constructor.
Eventually, yes, but right now...
Oh, well, yeah, our CPU usage is... We're at the borderline, probably not.
Yeah. Eventually, yes, once we have it as a, you know, max CPU and everything, but right now... And I'm putting just the blocks, the building blocks, whether they're damaged or not, I'm going ahead and putting them in there.
I think we'll make a couple ventilators. Can't find them though.
What, in your construction thing?
I'm in the small constructor. Durr.
I was going to say, no, you're not going to be able to on the small constructor.
Yeah, well, like earlier when I was queuing up the grab gen, it went right to the advanced constructor. And I did it again, and it goes to the small constructor. It's like, make up your mind.
All right, so what we're gonna need gold.
Gold.
For this stuff. Alright, I'm going to actually go into my Scoutcraft and see if I can find an Oasis, because
I think we have, but there was no gold. I think like where we landed,
that is possible.
Southeast from where we landed, there should be one along the coast.
Oh, but before I do that, I'm going to come into the station and repair my ship.
Oh, we did get a repair bay, but we can't use it.
Yeah, because of the CPU. All right, let's see. I keep forgetting that in space you can just hover. Okay, I think I've got it repaired. Just got to actually repair the damaged blocks, and yeah, there we go. Oh no, there's a good amount over here that's missing. Oh, that's not the exit door. I'm an idiot. I was looking at one of the, the little sliding doors. I'm like, why is it not letting me out? Then I realized, oh yeah, because that's not the pinger door. Now I'm going to go see if I can find an Oasis.
Okay, you should take my ship, man.
Nah, I'm already in mine, and mine's faster on the planet, probably. It might not be, but mine uses less fuel by far. So, what do you think about the them basically giving the Talons a end game or like an end planet?
There's a boss
base, sort of like their drone base, but it doesn't actually have drones. And then they're making it so that you can basically make any POI as the faction headquarters, so that even if it's like Xerax, you don't have to use the drone base as that, as the, what do they call it, the stop raid or whatever.
I remember playing in a solo series that I did like before the one I'm doing now. I had the Talon attack me just to see what it was like, and I tried to wipe out the Talon all over the planet, but I was still getting Talon attacks on my base.
Yeah, because there is nothing to stop them in the current version.
I guess they'll give the Polaris that ability too, huh?
Yeah, the Polaris are going to be getting their own unique base attack.
Polaris are tougher than the Drax.
They probably would be. What I want to see Polaris do is they come at you with mechs, with like ground-based capital vessel sized,
Which they apparently have.
mech.
They apparently have those every time you visit one
Yeah.
of those places.
Yeah, not only are there little the little turrets there is a POI that is a massive spider-like mech that drops a shit ton of
toaster droids.
troops and stuff. Not just the toaster droids, but also the cyborg, the assault cyborgs, and it's got like 4 or 5 turrets on it. That's the kind of thing I expect them to have instead of like a planet vessel, just a mech that walks around the planet. Yeah, I think the Oases are extremely rare on this, on the Star Salvage thing, for the primary reason that there are so many junkyard stamps that might be overwriting them. Which I have no problem with, because once I get all the CPU salvage stuff working, you're not going to have to worry about looking for little bits of gold here and there when you can salvage full CPU things off of junk and such. And I'll probably make the hover vessel, small vessel CPU junk spawn a little closer to the start location than the other junk does. I'm thinking around 3,000, 2,500 to 3,000 away, rather than the 5,000 away that the other CPU junk does.
In distance?
Yeah, from the start location.
Oh.
So basically, we would start finding the CPU junk about where we found the junk trawler, and then we'd find the small vessel, hover vessel stuff. I might make hover vessel. No, I think I'm going to make the small ones all the same POI status, because they do require the same basic component. Proof that oases exist right here. It has
Yay.
a single flower with buds in it.
Gold?
No gold, just an oasis with some flowers. It's got the oasis biome, and it had one of those single, the little flowers that spawn in there. It's got two of those.
Buds.
But it is an oasis, and there is a chance for gold.
Not enough to upgrade your ships.
Well, not enough to upgrade your ships, with just gold gathered from these oases. No. But that's the point. This is a salvage game, not a, harvesting game. Now, oases will be a little more common on the regular, on the temperate planets, if you can find a temperate planet. Even on the temperate junkyard planets, because in the temperate junkyard planets, I basically just replaced the grassland biome with the junkyard biome. So they're more common than on the starter planet, but they don't actually stamp over any other biome that would have already been there. And I think I need to add more drone percentages to junkyard. Because I haven't seen a single drone in a junkyard since we started playing the game.
Oh shit, I need fuel?
While I'm over here, I just happened upon the trade station.
Same one?
Yeah. Okay. He's selling the optronic bridges for cheaper, but... do we have any extra sniper rifles back at the base? Just regular
Probably.
sniper rifles.
Let's see.
If you can bring down as many regular sniper rifles as you can. Actually, no, don't worry about it. He's full up on sniper rifles.
Yeah, I found one.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's full on sniper rifles. He can't buy them anyway. I was coming in here to see if he had gold or if his things were cheaper now, which they are. I just don't have enough. I need 23,500. 23,460 something more credits. Okay, never mind. Let's see if I can find more Oases. For those wondering how to find Oases, they're often near forests, but not deep forests.
Aren't they also
They are
near
sometimes. Say what?
Are they also near the shore?
On rare occasions, but only because it requires a specific humidity, temperature, and elevation, which is why they're so rare. But I find them more often in the middle of forests with nothing else around than, or on the edge of a forest in a grassland biome as well. Sometimes they are close to water, but not real close. And they're often in flatter areas rather than those that have a lot of hills and such.
I just wasted my whole time thinking I made 4 of the tier 2 oxygen tanks. They ended up fuel tanks. I even put them in the base, and I went, "What? These are the wrong ones." And I didn't unlock. I unlocked the wrong ones, and I'm back at the base, in the ship, doing it over again. I like the old models better. They made sense. You can tell them apart much easier.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Of course, they'll just change these again once you get used to them.
No, what I want them to do is like Arc does. Arc, you can actually turn on and off a little text overlay on your items and on the constructing things and everything that says what it has in plain English. This is what this is. It has name.
It does this too. You hold
item
over
device.
It gives you a tech tip when you hover over it. A little text.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it literally has it. Like, if you press the Q button while in an inventory, it will just slap the names on everything in your thing. You don't even have to hover
little
over
square?
it or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that would help.
And then you can press Q again to turn it off if you want to. So, but that would be something I would like for them to do in Empyrion, is allow you to turn on and off a item name overlay right on top of the little square. I am in hostile Xerax territory now.
Oh dear.
I seriously think they need to change the Ripper Dog sounds. Because they sound like spiders, and I can't tell when I hear the sound whether it's a spider or a Ripper Dog. Do I need to fight or run? You know?
When a lot of the bad guys hit you, when they attack you and they hit you, it makes the sound of like of an insect. Like if a golem attacks you, it sounds like an insect hitting you.
Yeah, the golems sound a lot like the when they attack, they sound like the little green insect thing.
Oh, the big arachnids.
Or the big arachnids, yeah. All right, here's another junk trawler. Which I do plan on updating the junk trawlers and putting hover vessel CPUs in them. And that way, when you hit them, you will always get CPUs. There'll be something you can look for hover vessel CPUs. But like every other CPU, if you take them apart, disassemble instead of, or if you salvage them instead of pick up the block, then you'll just get the base parts and not the thing like normal. I'm wondering, it's possible that's the only oasis on the entire planet. A lot of times when I'm looking for oases, I look for the glowy flowers at night.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can see them a lot. Although not all oases have the glowy flowers. If they're small enough, they might just have a gold thing or... And of course, the glowy flowers do show up just randomly in the forest as well. So.
Didn't we have a box specific for air or O2? It wasn't with the fuel?
I think I'm putting it in the fuel, yeah.
No, there's nothing in there. There's fuel.
We may be out of oxygen bottles. I mean, you can always make more. There's, you know.
Sure. Okay.
I think that's the only oasis on the planet. I may be wrong, but I've been searching for a long time. But they do spawn. As you saw, oases do exist. It's just extremely rare, and they're more common, like I said, on the other temperate planets, even the other junkyards.
Yeah, you did make some air for the base. Go ahead. I'm gonna block. Do it like you suggested to block off the.
Yeah, because if that's the only thing that's, you know, preventing it from being airtight, just seal up the elevator.
I mean,
we're never going to go in
I
there.
have some glass I can throw up in there, but...
Yeah, but putting them all in there and everything...
And getting all neat and perfect will be a pain in the butt, so I'll probably...
Large waste of time, yeah.
Put a door here.
Alright, I think I'm going to head back to the base. It's all raining and icky down here.
And it's always raining on the planet.
Not always, but a large portion of the time, yeah. Alright, I'm heading back to the station. So it's been a little over 3 hours since we started recording.
Yep. Yep, it's just past noon for me.
So I think once I get back to the station, we'll just call it a day, and we'll start making game plans for next week to see if we can get this thing upgraded. In 3 hours, I did get this one CPU thing. So
yeah, I think I have enough to oxygenate the whole base.
You can look in the thing to see how much it needs. If you look at the control panel, it'll say this much in the base, this much required.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do it. Air. All right, and I think that's all the air I got too. 'Cause I made some air on the CV. I think that it's done. Oh no, there's more making. Okay. Make a space already. There you go.
I'm trying to, but my thing's too fast.
You can probably set it up so that it turns off some of the... Well, you only have... Turn off some of the thrusters, I guess.
Yeah, I only have the, 2 forward, 2 back, 1 left, 1 right.
We got air.
Hey, we have oxygen. We also have super gravity. So here's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to move the CV. CV has grav too. I can just turn it off, I guess.
I'm going to turn off the grab on the CV right now. Because we don't need the CV's grab gen, we can use the grab gen from here.
That's better.
All right, so that's going to be it for these episodes. I hope everybody enjoyed them. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. If you liked these episodes, smash that like button for us. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival Star Salvage, subscribe to KnowItAllDM and Fragalot. I'm KnowItAllDM.
I'm Fragalot.
And as always, y'all have a good day now.